Well, you've got to go back to what made the town in the first place. What made the town in the first place, it had low-wage labor to offer employers coming in, and it had tax concessions, obviously, and property concessions to offer. This was the way of competing way back when, 50 years, 75 years ago, for employers with jobs. And so the town had a graphite mine. It had a pencil that it made called the No. 2 Dixon Ticonderoga pencil, and it had its paper mill, which eventually was bought by IP. This all worked back then because that's how you competed for jobs. Today it's a different story. It's all about competing for high wage labor, for knowledge workers, for folks who have an educational background to compete for more skilled jobs. And this was the beginning of the end for Ticonderoga because its low wage labor base was no longer as attractive. It clearly had developed into a cultural area with limited diversity and great people, but all the same and kind, and folks who didn't necessarily make a lot of money or have a lot of education, but just were hardworking folks. And a lot of towns like Ticonderoga got hit about the same time in the 50s for that reason, and it became tougher and tougher to catch up. So today, in order to turn that around, even for a small town like Ticonderoga, there are a whole bunch of things that need to be done at one time, including dealing with the fact that you've got to have an educational base that can compete around the world.